mention, to put things into perspective, the top three storms for the month of March, we know the blizzard of 1888,
yes,
46.7 inches of snow. None of us remember that.
No, thank goodness.
March, now I remember this one, March 13th and 14th, the superstorm of 93, which hit from all the way from Birmingham, Alabama to Bangor, Maine.
Well, you don't just remember it. You were here forecasting during that, right? I want to try to look up that footage, because that's somewhere in our servers. We got to try to find that.
That's where I started getting white hair. During the blizzard. 26.6. And December 23rd, 28th, 1969, 26.4. Those are the top three storms of all time. Month of March, all we have to do is get 18.8 inches of snow, and we would be number 3 all time. And I think
that's a good bet.
And you guys right. I mean, we all agree that 20 inches are better for Albany, maybe 24. And that would put it in the top, probably the top 3, you know, if not number 2
now,
of all time.
If there's good news about the snow totals, is that this will be a light, fluffy snow, but that is, of course, a double-edged sword. Easier to shovel, but also easier to get blown back onto the roadways and back onto your driveway.
Difficult travel later today and tonight. And speaking of travel, and one of our fellow colleagues, Christina Ernie's out in the News 10 ABC mobile storm tracker. She's in Schenectady County, I believe, headed for Niskayuna. Christina, how are the road conditions? They've got to be going downhill fast now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, good morning. We're here in Niskayuna, right along Route 7 at the moment, and the snow is coming down very heavily. We're at near whiteout conditions here. I'm going to give you a look at the roadways. About 2 inches per hour is what's coming down here, and as you can see, visibility is severely reduced out here, and this isn't even the worst of the storms. Some of the other issues we are encountering right now is a lot of ice buildup on the side of our cars, right underneath our windshield wipers. We've been seeing a lot of cars on the roadways spinning out and having a hard time getting traction. And I also want to talk about the temperatures. Very cold, 18 degrees here, but those winds are really starting to pick up. You can't really see it here too well, but the winds are really starting to rip at around 12 miles an hour. We know those are going to get stronger, but that's also putting our wind chill down to only 10 degrees outside. So if you are headed outside to shovel, be aware that it is very, very chilly outside. You don't want to stay outside for too long. We'll continue to update you through the morning. We're headed to Colony, and I'll update you there. Live from the Mobile Storm Tracker, sponsored by Curtis Lumber, I'm Christina Ernie. Back to you in the studio.